Hi, this is Tony VERA. This video is dedicated to Police Officer Tommy Scott and his family. We miss you and we love you. Rest in peace. A lot of people love you, Tommy. Here's the video. Hi, Miss Scott. I never met your son, but he was a great man.
Yes.
That's why I had to show up today.
I'm so glad you did. We miss him a lot, and he always said that when you have someone that does the ultimate sacrifice, people that follow can be just as great and motivated to do even more. And we are so proud
and so blessed
and blessed,
yes.
And blessed to be safe.
Yes.
Be safe because there are so many problems now, and their safety is so important. I appreciate the support I've gotten from the LAX policemen. They've been right here beside me the whole time. And you know, Tommy's father died December 4th,
wow.
2016. So it's been really hard, but this is a beautiful session.
And
they've done a fantastic job of organizing everyone, and the terrific response is just overwhelming.
And they're both still here. They're both still here with us. You know.
I'm sorry.
They're both here still. They're with us still. They're with us.
Oh yes. They'll be forever in our hearts.
Yes.
Forever in our hearts.
Okay, thank you.
Our thoughts.
We love you.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. McLean, man. He's one of my favorite police officers. You're a sergeant yet, right?
No.
You have two stripes.
I'm a senior lead officer.
Good. That's two stripes, right?
2 stripes and a star.
So, what do you call an officer that has 2 stripes?
Corporal, most of them, but we call them field training officer or P3.
Well, you're also the union leader.
I am.
Can you please tell us about Tommy Scott that day? Because the viewers don't know exactly what happened.
Well, so Tommy, first off, he was a great guy. Let's move this way. Just
sorry.
We've got half marathon.
I got you.
So come this way. So Tommy was a great guy. We always used to joke when we say, you know, don't hurt him, Tommy, don't hurt him. And we would say that because he was one of the nicest guys. You know, he would always smile. You know, back in your generation, you remember Flip Wilson?
Yeah, I love the Wilson.
So Tommy, his smile, his character reminded me of Flip Wilson, and just some of his characteristics. And then I didn't get the pleasure of meeting his mom and dad until after he passed. But I mean, still to this day, I run into people who worked with him at Rec and Parks when he was a lifeguard. So he was pretty much a servant most of his life, a city employee long before he became a police officer. He was actually a field training officer at the time of his passing. So even there, he was still in a leadership role and training people. coincidentally, I believe either that week or somewhere within that month prior to his death, there was a LA Times reporter that happened to go on a ride along, and she happened to go with Tommy. So it was real for her because she just got through riding with him, and so she did a story, and the headline was the nicest cop I've ever met, or nicest cop on the force. And I would say that's saying a lot, because you know how we do things here at the airport about public service and as far as customer service, in terms of, you know, that's where we pride ourselves in, and dealing with people here and making their passenger experience well. Because the way we look at it is, this may be the first time someone's met a law enforcement officer in the state of California, or in some places in the United States. So that's a lasting impression. So we look at that as saying we can leave a lasting impression that, you know, not all cops are bullies, as some people say. Not all cops were bullied in school, and that's why they became cops. You know, those are different stereotypes. And what I like people to remember is, cops are just a segment of the population. So you have people in the population in any profession, whether it happens to be law enforcement or not, that maybe shouldn't be in that profession. So what I take away from Tommy and his family is always trying to treat people truly. If that was my mom, if that was my sister, if that was my father, if that was my relative, of how they want to be treated. And if we keep that kind of methodology, most times it's going to come all right. Now, sometimes, as you well know, there's the ugly side too, where we have to get physical, we have to put our hands on some people. And unfortunately, sometimes that may be the worst of what people see. But as you can see here, this event is a community event. And all of these people coming out from the community just to share and run and keep his memory on. If you had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Scott, very, very religious guy, raised in the church, but if you talk to anyone who met him, you would hear the same type of stories about what people would say about Tommy. Just the nicest person. He was a type of person you could meet him once, and you would walk away feeling as though he knew you your whole life because the way he treated you.
Yeah, because I feel like I know him, and I never met him. From all the stories I heard about this man.
Absolutely. I mean, if there was ever going to be a story of what an ideal cop should be, whether it be a field training officer, whether it be a community resource officer, that would be the model.
And your best moment with Tommy Scott?
My best moment, I still remember his smile. You know, the day of his death, I was walking out. I saw him in the field training office. I was leaving. I was a field training officer at the time, so we would share a conversation about this new cadet or this new trainee. And I said, like usual, hey Tommy, don't hurt him. He smiled, all right, Marshall. And we shared the same middle name of Edward, so we had that in common. And then we talked. I went home because I was working graveyards. He was working the day watch. I went home, went to sleep. And then my phone started ringing. I finally answered it. Most people know that I'm sleeping because I work graveyard. Well, my mom had called, and my sisters, my relatives, they heard about an officer being killed at LAX. They wanted to make sure that I was okay. And then as it started trickling, people realized it was Tommy, and it crushed us as a department, but it actually made us stronger, brought everybody together. It gave true respect for law enforcement at the airport, because people didn't, you know, it's just an airport cop. Fact of it is we deal with over 190,000 passengers a day. Okay? We're talking over 80 million passengers fly out of LAX alone. We also still have Ontario Airport. We also have Van Nuys Regional, which is also another airport that's the busiest regional airport in the country. And with all of those interactions with all of these different people, you don't hear a lot of negativity about our organization.
You don't.
And we pride ourselves in
You're amazing.
We pride ourselves in that. And you know, sometimes we have to chin check some of our new guys coming in and say, this is what it's about. It's public service on every aspect, whether it's helping somebody find a car, find their flight, or maybe sometimes arresting somebody. So it's the good and the bad. But we also have some residential areas too. So we really get every aspect of law enforcement here. You know, narcotics comes through here, you know, human trafficking comes through here, the homeless situation comes through here, people with mental issues come through here. Everything is here. It's like a city within a city. We also have 55,000 employees that come through here that we have to deal with. So it truly is a city within a city.
Because he was actually murdered by a homeless man, wasn't he?
He had some mental issues.
Yeah.
He had previously been on a hold, and he wound up getting control of Tommy's car while Tommy was hanging on to the car and crashed the car into a fire hydrant, and that's what killed him. He then carjacked another vehicle and crashed that car over the fence line, and that's where officers took him into custody.
Do you think the city attorney will do a better job with the homeless folks that hang out at LAX? Because I know you have a new program called Operation Blue Image, and it seems to be working.
It is, and that's the great work that these officers here are doing, is actually getting out there and getting together with the different chaplains, the other actual shelters, and actually going out and seeing which people want to find a shelter and which people don't want to find a shelter but maybe need transitional housing. Maybe you say, hey, you know what, I'm fine being where I am. Okay, that's fine, but here's the rules that you need to abide by and move on about their business. So there are some people that may prefer not being under a roof and may want that freedom. We're not going to infringe on that.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get place for people as all this modernization is going on and doing a $15 billion expansion. You can't not overlook that necessity of dealing with the people here.
Yeah. Boss McLean, you're doing a great job.
Thank you,
great event, and thank you very much for what you do.
Thank you for what you do.
Okay.
Appreciate it. You're welcome.
Okay, you're Police Officer Hernandez?
Sergeant Hernandez.
Sergeant Hernandez. We're here for the Tommy Scott Memorial Run. Can you please, your thoughts on him, your best memories with him?
Yeah, Tommy Scott was just a great man, a true professional, police officer, and it was just a tragic loss at the time that the incident occurred. And as you can see, today we honor him with this 5-10K run. And I do have many memories of Tommy Scott, of working with him when at the time I was a detective, and just going through some of the reports that he passed along to me, and just a phenomenal guy, and truly miss Tommy Scott.
Thank you, Sergeant Hernandez.
You're welcome.
That's why we went because we'll be traveling along with everybody. He doesn't know either.
How you doing?
Good, Tony.
Can you please tell the fans what's going on today?
So we're here for a 5K, 10K, and a half marathon for the Tommy Scott Memorial Run.
And can you tell us who Tommy Scott is?
So Tommy Scott was the first officer that we lost. He was murdered just right across the street in 2005.
Did you know him at all?
I did not know.
They say he was a great man.
He was a very good man from what I know. A lot of
people that say he was an outstanding officer.
Absolutely. He was a field training officer, just an all-around good guy, and very unfortunate.
And can you please tell the fans your name, please, sir?
I'm Officer Pedregan.
And you did a PI?
I'm the PIO for
You're amazing,
Airport Police. Well, thank you,
Tony.
You're pretty amazing yourself.
But that's what I appreciate doing the paparazzi. All right, this Chief. How you doing, Chief Maggot?
Tony, good morning. How you doing?
Really good, man.
Good.
Let's say hello.
Good to see you.
I had to come for this one.
All right.
All right, see you later.
All right.
That's why I wanted to talk about it. Not one. Is it okay with us?
Appreciate your patience. All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Scott, because I heard he was a great man.
He was. I worked with Tommy for a number of years. I was working the day that he died. It's still, I remember that day vividly, and it's wonderful having this event going on to keep his memory alive. we'll never forget him. He's always going to be with us in spirit, and I'm just glad that we're able to do this in order to keep that spirit going.
Okay, the day you were working, can you please tell the viewers what happened that day?
All we heard was there was an officer down and on Lincoln Boulevard. Well, that's all we heard. We didn't know who it was. We didn't know if it was LAPD or us, and didn't know who it was until we got here. And it was just, the rest of that day was just a blur. It was just so emotional, so traumatic for all of us. The whole week was still just a blur.
I heard a homeless guy he got in his police car.
He did. A homeless guy got into, he went to go stop him. He was walking in a restricted area along the airfield, the fence line. He went to go stop and talk to him, and somehow they got into a scuffle, a fight, and he wound up getting into his patrol car and tried to drive away, and Tommy tried to stop him and got drugged by the car for a couple hundred feet before he fell off the car and was killed.
And I heard he was decapitated?
Yeah.
That's really sad.
Yeah, it was.
But a bad thing came to a good thing, and now they're having the Tommy Scott Memorial Run.
Yeah, the Memorial Run keeps getting bigger and bigger every year. Like I said, it's a wonderful way to keep his memory alive.
And thank you. You guys are amazing. We love you guys. You know, the cops are amazing. We need cops.
Okay.
If you guys go on strike for like a week nationally, people would change their opinions really quick.
They would, yeah.
Thank you, officer.
Thank you.
Why is that your favorite medal?
I like the badge.
No, it is amazing, you know?
Yeah, it's, these are the real heroes.
Oh, the real heroes.
Law enforcement, I think, the real heroes. So.
I agree with you.
And it's like the badge and what it represents, and it's my favorite medal.
Do you win every year?
I've only done 3 5Ks, but I've done 15 marathons, 3 Bostons. I like this more than the unicorn. So.
And your name, sir?
Steve Donnelly.
Thank you. And why are you here?
I'm here to support the local community and local racing, and most of all, this touches my heart when I heard the story of this. The benefit here today.
Well, he's still alive in our hearts. You never go away, man. Your name, sir?
Adam.
Thank you, Adam.
Thanks.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Okay.
Great race you guys have here.
Oh, it's great. It's great. You can't beat it.
Honor his memory. His father passed this last December. He was also a scouting guy. But also, we're going to kick off Police Week starts Sunday. The actual memorial, the national memorial is on the 15th of every year, put in place by President JFK. So we're glad you guys are all here to honor those memories, but more importantly, this fundraising actually raises money for children to continue their education. And it will be in the name of Tommy. My pledge to you guys is that we'll continue doing this as long as you keep coming out. This is our 3rd year, and the outstanding thing is we went from 200 runners of just something to do 2 years ago, and now we have 1,000 registrants. So first, I want to acknowledge our Chief David Matter here. Our past Assembly Member Betsy Butler. And I know you guys want to run, so we're going to do these real quick and real short. But what we have here is Captain Stallings. CEO Dipper Flint. Mayor Butts from the great city of Inglewood, home of two NFL teams, not one. And Senator Bradford. They're going to go through their skills quickly so you guys can get on the course. Stand by.
Good morning, Los Angeles. I'm Captain Tyrone Stallings, and I have here a declaration, a certificate of recognition from the Honorable Eric Garcetti, the Mayor of Los Angeles. And I just want to read some words from his office to you guys in recognition for the Tommy Scott Memorial Run. Thank you guys for coming out. We love you guys. And you do support continuing education for children in the way of scholarships for college. So thank you guys for doing that. And it says, now therefore I, Eric Garcetti, as mayor of the city of Los Angeles, and on behalf of its residents, do hereby recognize the 3rd annual Tommy Scott Memorial LAX Run, in which all the runners' strength and commitment to this community we will forever endure. Thank you guys for coming out, and give you guys a round of applause. CEO Deborah Flynn.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, runners. You're looking great out there. You're going to look great ahead of me. What a wonderful occasion this is. A moment for us to celebrate and recognize the law enforcement services, the commitment that all of our partners in law enforcement make. I'm so proud of the team of LAX Police Department under the leadership of Chief Dave Maggard and everyone coming together to make this happen today and in the years past. Officer Tommy Scott was an amazing part of our force, and his legacy continues to live on. As you run today, may you have some of the spirit that he brought to us and continues to bring to us through the giving of this scholarship that helps children in our local community. Have a great run today. Thanks for being here.
Mayor Jim Bucks.
Good morning, you guys. You know, I had the opportunity to work with the airport police, but the year before I started, Tommy Smith passed, and I came to the ceremony, and I was so impressed over the years with the love and dedication that this department has given to him and his family, and the support, and to know that when his father passed, that he knew his son had not been forgotten. So I want to congratulate the airport police for their love and dedication. I've worked with 3 police departments. This is the best. Congratulations, you guys. One more thing. I want to tell you one more thing. I've also worked with 3 executive directors, Lydia Kennard, Gina Marie, Lindsay, and I will tell you now, Deborah Flynn, she is the best executive director I've ever met in any field. So please give her a big hand. And finally, Dave Maggard and I were chiefs together. I'm so glad to see he's here with the airport police. And Marshall, thank you guys. Let me tell you something. When the Chargers came here, we needed to have a press conference to show that they had support in California and in Southern California. And I called Marshall, I called the Santa Monica Police Department, Inglewood Police Department. Who brought the most people? Marshall did. Thank you, Marshall.
And last but definitely not least, Senator Bradford, who kept us from being absorbed, got us the same qualifications and status as every other law enforcement agency in the state. Senator Bradford.
Good morning. Good morning, runners. Good morning, LAX runners. It's truly an honor to be out here and celebrate the memory of the late Tommy Scott, but not just to mourn his past, but to rejoice in his happening and his being, and that to all the other men and women who put on a uniform to protect not only this community, we thank you for your service, and we remember you today. We remember you this month, as we just had the police memorial service in Sacramento last Monday, where Marshall was there and so many men and women throughout the state of California. So we want to thank the runners who are coming out here, whether it's the 5K, 10K, or half marathon, for celebrating and supporting this worthy cause. But more importantly, to the leadership of Marshall McLean, give him a round of applause. This is our 3rd year, and if it wasn't for Marshall's leadership, I assure you we wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for Marshall's leadership, this police department might not be here. So thank you for all that you do. God bless you.
We all had something to do with it.
Yes, sorry, not to be forgotten, AAE is actually who set the scholarship up.
Good morning, everyone. I'm representing for the Association of Airport Employees. Woo! We are the ones who give out the scholarship to the students. About 2 weeks ago, we interviewed 24 qualified, more than qualified students with a GPA of 3.0 or better. The majority of the students have a 4.0. So we thank you so much for being out here. The money that we raise through this run will go towards giving those deserving students a scholarship. We have med students to veterinarians. Through this program, we have a doctor. She is Dr. Prachinini at the University of Southern California. So I see where the proceeds go to and how wonderful the students are. So thank you very much for coming, and I thank the Association of Airport Employees because we started it by giving out the scholarship 12 years ago.
Marcia, can we get a group photo with you in the middle of this ready?
Right after this.
Oh,
okay. Okay, we've got our world famous honor guard is going to come and present the colors. Yeah. And then Shalita Frazier from the TSA will sing the national anthem. So if you could all please rise, remain standing, and silent.
Right shoulder. Up.
Mark, time. Left wheel, march. Colors, halt. Present, arms.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran glare, the bombs bursting in air came through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and of the brave, the brave, the brave.
Mark time. Mark. Left wheel, march. Forward, march.
If you could, give a hand for Mrs. Scott. Half merit honors, can you take your marks, please?
That's right, 10K. Calling all of our 10K runners. Your start line is just a few clicks ahead. I'll meet you right there at the start line. Just under 8 minutes. Have a great run.
Go.
That's the money shot right there, man.
Yes. Oh, there he is.
How you doing?
Can I get in there?
Did you know Tommy Scott?
Yeah. Well, no, not very well. I came on after the fact, but you know, it's a good cause.
And you went today.
Yes.
You know, but thank you for showing up, man.
Appreciate it.
You're amazing, man.
Appreciate it.
Customs Border Patrol Captain.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's it, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. See you later.
3, 2, 1.
There you go.
10K. Here we go.
10K started. Tommy Scott Memorial Run raises money for scholarships for the youth. Big day here at LAX. So make sure you tune in for the full video. Should be up in a few hours. Tony VERA, LAX.
Appreciate you. Uh-oh. Level up right there. Take it to the extreme. That's how you do it. There it is. Okay, good. Appreciate your service there, sir. Here we go. 2814. Boys in blue across the finish line as well. Let's go, little lady. You got this. Here we go. Raise them high, raise them proud. There you go, kids. Congratulations. That's what I'm talking about. Finish strong. Press right to the end. There we go. Good job. That's what I'm talking about. Just a quick heads up, ladies and gentlemen, in about 5 minutes over in the expo area, we've got the 5K award ceremony happening once again. Just under 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to start to head on over to the expo area, we're going to have the 5K award ceremony.